Hey you guys, so in this video I am going to be giving you a tapping and scratching tour of the living room and kind of kitchenette area of the Airbnb that I am staying in here in Egypt. So this is the couch. It's really comfortable and very cozy, as you can see. Grey coloured couch, and then this table usually is in the middle of the room on the rug, but I've moved it over because it helps me to film videos in this part of the room. So it's white on the bottom, and this is just the floor. It's a faux wood. I did a whole video tapping and scratching on this if you would like to check that out fairly recently. I really like the sound of background. And the top of this is a fake wood as well. Just a pack of tissue here. And there are a number of remotes in here. I've shown you guys this remote in another video for the AC / like heater. Thank you guys for just explaining it to me, by the way, in the comments how it worked, because I haven't come across any of them in the US. They might be there, you know, somewhere of course, but usually I come across them in other countries. So there's another remote over here. I think these two are for like the TV, which I've only used once, and it was more out of curiosity to find out what was on. I'd say at the time I looked on majority of the channels, like the first channels, you know, like 1 through 15 or something, they were all channels on like prayer channels for Islam, like hearing prayers and things like that. Not so much the call to prayer, but like different type of prayers, I think. And I wasn't sure if that was the case because maybe I had turned the TV on during one of the 5 calls to prayer that happens every day in Egypt, and that maybe that's why all the channels were covering prayer at that time. Maybe if you're from Egypt, would you give me some insight? Or maybe there's it's just what's going on the channels all the time on those channels. I don't know. So these are the blue curtains. The colour of the walls, you will see, is really pretty. It's like a really pretty blue, kind of with like purple undertones. And so these curtains look really, really nice with them. The back side of the curtain here has this great scratchy texture, so I wanted to get in there, scratch a bit for you guys. It's kind of grey on the inside there. It's not quite a velvet, but like it sort of has that, I don't know, feel to it, look to it. This is the ottoman that I sit on at this like kind of desk, and I did a whole video, I just put it out actually, of scratching on this because you guys really liked the sound of that material on the arm of the couch. I had just done a bit, and so I did like a video with that, but then I realised this ottoman's like quite large, so I could do kind of a larger space of it, so I put a whole video of that out. This is this really so creative, this like divider in the room where it's mostly kind of see-through with just like this cool design going on, but in the middle it has this kind of like wood portion here. The TV is attached to it on this side, and on the other side is a painting, piece of artwork. And I just think it's a really, really smart way to take a studio and kind of make it so you feel like there are different rooms, and that you don't close it off and make it feel really small. it's kind of like has an open concept in that sense, where it's just one room, but they've placed this so that you can feel like you're in the bedroom when you're on the other side of this, and feel like you're in the living room on this side of it. And it's also just like a great piece of artwork, in my opinion. It also shelves, shelves built in here like this. I have my bag on there, and I know you guys love the sound of this. I do too. So this is just a little like travel bag, hot pink plastic. It's probably one of my favourite items I've ever had on my channel. I just love the sound of that thing. It's in quite a few videos. So look here, so there's also shelves built into this artwork and room divider. It's brilliant in my opinion. And yes, there they are, folks. The famous water bottles. If you like that sound, there are plenty of videos lately with those bottles. So this is the rug. I like it. It's like a blue colour, kind of a lighter blue, and it's got some grey in there, kind of a greyish blue. So you can kind of hear this is a metal, the white portion. If you want to see me tapping and scratching through the bedroom portion, there are no tucking and tucking versions of that. And next I will do the bathroom in a separate video. I keep my little like floss picks over here. Ever since I started using those, like, I haven't been able to go back to regular dental floss. I have to admit, they're really helpful. This is the case that I use to put my laptop in for travelling. I actually carried this with me, like in the airplane. I kept my laptop with me, and the case was really good. I've had this for a really, really long time and just had never used it. I think I got it for free from a friend that didn't want it. It had like its tags still on it and everything, so I popped my laptop in there. And it has a pocket on the front too. This is just the cable that I have for, it goes from my laptop to a monitor. I usually use a monitor with my laptop, but that would have been too much to travel with, so I've just got my laptop. And some of you are so sweet and know that I have like a neck injury or issues with my neck, and so it's actually been okay using just the laptop. I've been surprised. I have been putting it at a certain angle so it doesn't really bother my neck as much to look down at it. I've been surprised by that, because usually I like really need a monitor, but I think it's because I just am using my phone for most things and using only my laptop for, I do the thumbnails for the YouTube videos on there, so it's I've even started editing my thumbnails on my phone and just sending them to my computer so that I'm not doing both of those things on the computer or laptop. This is the, what's that called, the like curtain holder, I don't know, there's a name for it, and it's like a silver colour, has a bit of a design there. So I'm going to take you over now from the couch. Behind this couch is like a kitchenette, essentially. There's a refrigerator, a full-size refrigerator, which is nice, by Shop. Nice metal handles. I've been cooking from here and not eating out it's just cheaper that way usually. However, I'm going to look into a few other options because it's only got a stove top here, so I can't do any oven cooking. I might be moving from this place to another though soon, and if so I'll show you that place too. This is a very like modern, like honestly like maybe European designed place more than I would say Egyptian, this Airbnb. So if I'm in another place, it might be nice because it'll probably be more like Egyptian looking in terms of how it's decorated, etc. But I just really thought this one was so fun. I loved the colours and really wanted to stay here and do some videos in it for you guys. It was one of the most exciting parts when I was first coming to Egypt. I was so excited to do videos in this place because the pictures just were so... I really liked all the different designs and stuff in there. There's a microwave which I use. Grab some like frozen vegetables and I will pop them in the microwave instead of like the stovetop in just a bowl with some water. I love vegetables. The problem is when you're overseas, if you're from the US or maybe Canada, Europe, you're going to want to be very careful with eating vegetables and fruits in countries that your body, like the bacteria are different, and you really only want to be eating cooked vegetables or fruits. And since fruits aren't typically cooked, you primarily end up eating cooked vegetables. And a trick I found, at least nowadays, when I've been overseas in my life, this has not always been the case where I have been, because I've been in kind of smaller villages where this I wouldn't have had access to it, but there are frozen vegetables now that you can grab in grocery stores, which is great. And you can just cook those too, or canned vegetables, you can do that as well. Just avoid any raw vegetables. You can grab vegetables that are fresh, you just have to go ahead and cook them, make sure they're really, really well cooked. But you'll know if you grab a packaged, frozen or canned, that you actually don't have to worry even about cooking them. Of course, if they're frozen, you're going to want to cook them, but there's no kind of concern there. So yeah, that's the stove top and the sink and everything there. These are some of the cabinets on the bottom. I haven't really had a need to use these. They're a bit like beaten up on the sides there. I'm not sure why, because this place is quite new, but maybe they got them, maybe, I don't know, maybe someone was just angry one day and took a hammer to it. I don't know, it looks a bit beaten up. I'm surprised by that because everything else is very new. This is the back of the couch, so again, really smart in the way they put this space together, because the back of the couch also creates a bit of a divide between the living room and the kitchenette, you know. I love interior design and organisation, so I'm impressed by their setup. Bit more of the rug here. This is, one wall is actually just white, the other side is all blue, kind of the colour of this door you can kind of see on the right here. And I've placed all my shoes over here. I've got my bag, and then all my shoes lined up. So you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, that it was kind of fun to look around, see things, get some tingles maybe, hear different sounds, hopefully relax you a bit. So if you've gotten to the point in this video, the end here, go ahead and put in the comment section, let's go with a carrot. A carrot. You go ahead and put a carrot emoji, and that way we all know we've gotten to the end of those if you've put a carrot emoji in the comments. Okay, you guys, thank you for watching. Bye for now.